This video is about stitching on sewing supports, what these look like, and what materials they can be made of. Finally, the process of stitching on flat and raised cords is explained. Through stitching, sewing supports connect the individual sections and the book cover. They are usually made of hemp or flax, leather, parchment, or textile. They lie either flat or raised on the spine. When conserving books, it is important to use materials and techniques as similar as possible to those of the original. Flat sewing supports are usually made of either flattened hemp fibers, leather or parchment straps, or textile tape. Each sewing support is located between two sewing holes. The stitching thread runs alternately inside and outside the section. The sewing frame is set up and the support is fixed. This process is shown in this video. The section is then placed on a board, opened in the middle and fixed with a weight. The all-along sewing technique is applied. This means that the thread passes through the different sections from one end to the other. At the end of the section, the thread is pulled tight at both ends. After each section, the spine is held down with a bone folder. The next section is placed. The thread is again run alternately into and out of the section. At the end, both thread ends are pulled tight and knotted together. The next section is stitched all along again. After adding the third section, the thread is looped between the two previous sections around the kettle stitch. The text block is then stitched this way with each section until the end. At the end of the last layer, the thread is knotted several times in the lower sections and shortened. The wooden temple is opened, the sewing pins are removed, and the sewing supports are removed from the stitching hooks. The supports are now shortened. However, they should still be long enough to be easily pulled through the book cover. Using the awl, the cord fibers are flattened to make sure that the spine stays flat. No matter the type of support, stitching on flat cords always works the same. When stitching on raised cords, the sewing holes are not located to the left and right of each cord, but directly behind it. Here, the all-along sewing technique is applied as well. Unlike flat cords, the thread here runs throughout the section, enclosing the outside of the cords. For example, cords of hemp, leather or parchment are used. Raised cords usually have a round diameter. The sewing frame is set up and the cords are applied. The first section is placed and fixed with a weight. The stitching thread is passed from the outside to the inside. At each hole, the thread is first passed outward, then around the support, and finally back into the section. After each cord, the thread should be pulled tight. Finally, the thread is again on the outside and the next section is placed. The new section is then stitched just like the previous one. At the end of the second section, the ends of the threads are knotted. The third layer is stitched and the thread is knotted around the kettle stitch. The remaining sections are then stitched this way until the end. Once the last section is placed, the thread is knotted several times in the lower sections and the thread is shortened. The cords are loosened and shortened. The sections are now stitched to form a text block. No matter the type of support, stitching on raised cords always works the same. Sewing supports connect single sections to form a text block. They can be made of different materials. Textile tapes, straps or hemp cords are used to make flat cords. Twisted cords of hemp, leather or parchment make raised cords.